get you back here. So anyway, but yeah, that's keeping up with the Bidens, y'all, and we'll see how this. I know this year ain't gonna end right, but
garbage and sanitation worker. No, they want to live in big houses that they see on videos.
You know, my thing is, I thought it was funny because it was a caller that did it, but at the end of the day, it's when you're a public figure,
that the whole thing makes me sick to my stomach.
You know what I'm saying? 99.9% of the time, I love living in this, country that we're free and we have this freedom of speech. But every now and then,
when she man, did, listen, the Trump, brother, if she could turn back the hands of time, Doc, ain't no Dave Chappelle. I'll tell you that.
And so you need to be put out and put on notice. The hell no.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Thank you, Deja. Dasani, whatever. I know your name. What up, Master? Look at him. He on immediately. Oh, Listen, he wouldn't fluff that perm up too a little bit today. Thank you for joining me, Levi T. Hey, y'all. It is very good to see y'all, and it's Monday, and I ain't seen y'all in 7 days. Y'all, I am excited. We had to go to the bullpen today. And I'm bringing in a true. I'm talking about Russell Simmons himself. We got him in the building, y'all. Man, so without further ado, please bring on the family and let's get this going. Y'all, listen. Y'all like that red table? We got the black table tonight. Listen, we got the kings of comedy, kings of debt, kings of the internet, whatever you want us to call it. Listen, we got the most interesting man in the world down here at the bottom. We got the sportsman talking at the bottom, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we have Russell Simmons himself.
I feel like I didn't get an Indian style.
Yeah. What's up, man? Thank you for being on here with us, man. Listen. Sure. I know the folks is coming in, and I listen. I just know we're gonna have a good time. Black Kenny, y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir. Good, my brother.
Good, man. Listen, y'all, family. Devin, she's taking care of business, so y'all pray for her. I don't know what exactly is going on, but for her to tell us that she needs some medication, I'm pretty something serious going on. So.
Yeah. Shout out to you, D. Shout out to
you. And listen, y'all know who running the power for this hour. She back backstage. Brittany herself. Thank you, ma'am, so much. She would come on, but she normally she doesn't have on the proper attire at this time of night, so that's why we never see her face. All right, but it's all good. Y'all listen, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get started. What we got first, ma'am? Now listen, I wasn't a fan favorite. Coolio, but we have to respect the dead. We did grow up with him in our culture. You know what I'm saying? What was that movie he was on with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds. But he just did the track, didn't he?
He just did the track.
Yeah. So that song and his other song, I mean, do we call him a one-hit wonder?
No, he had a couple of hits. Just it wasn't a lot, but he had a few.
Yeah. Okay. How he died? I didn't know how he died.
That's the mystery. I was just reading just a second ago that he did have asthma. So, I just saw that.
They said everything they can, but what it is.
But we don't know. Those autopsies can take 3 to 6 weeks to come back. But they saying
y'all ain't right.
It could have been because of asthma, a heart attack.
Y'all ain't right.
He went in the bathroom and then come back out like Whitney Houston. Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That asthma attack in the bathroom. Okay.
Listen, I know them allergies is bad this time of month, but not the asthma. Oh man, was Black. I mean, I'm gonna use your imagination. I'm gonna use mine. I'm not, but you got asthma and you got some asthma on your chest. Then I'm pretty sure maybe that. Okay.
I'm hoping I'm with Brittany. Y'all ain't right.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping.
I'm about to walk off the set because I don't want to get electrocuted. I'm about to walk off the set.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm just asking questions. Like, who has an asthma attack in the bathroom and don't come out when people in the house with you? I'm sorry, it just don't make much sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of people that's died from asthma. I mean, and if you don't know that they had asthma and then they've been gone for a minute, it can happen. But then too, y'all know, let's go on. It's the elephant in the room. We know he was a drug addict.
That's for
he
me
fought,
what I'm
thinking. He fought with drugs for a
That's what I'm
long time. I don't know if y'all saw his reality show. Did y'all see his reality show he had about 10 years ago? Yeah, pretty much, Lamar. Yeah, he fought drugs, man. So I think it's a combination of his drug addiction and obviously the asthma and heart attack.
So maybe okay, Kenny, I got one more. Don't leave. Maybe his inhaler was laced.
You know what?
No.
Okay. You know what?
Okay. All right. Okay,
God bless the dead.
Okay.
Right.
All right, y'all. Okay. All right, we'll move on. Yeah, Coolio. Peace out, brother. We'll see you on the other side, man. All right. Okay. Where we at,
man, you wild, bro.
I know. I just had to mention it, man. Right. Okay, y'all. Listen, Urban USC. So y'all know University of South Carolina or South? Is it South?
No, it's USC, Southern California.
University of Southern California. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the Trojans, right? Yeah, that's Reggie Bush and all them, Matt Leinart, right? So apparently now, some young lady, she went to the that's right. They went to a game, and apparently the dance squad was created by a junior, Princess Issa Lang. That's her name. She said, who wanted to create a safe space for other Black students at her predominantly white institution. Majorette dancing is a style of dance that began in the South. So apparently she wanted to create a dance squad at USC of all Black girls. Ooh. Now again, this is not no Black show. This is just a Black perspective. And my only thing about this, y'all, is that we can't have our cake and eat it too. Because if they got all the white girls on the squad, then y'all got a problem. But now you can't just, because listen, y'all gonna either do it this way or y'all gonna do it the other way. And we tried both sides. We've tried to separate, but it just don't work out because there won't be the funding. See, again, it's y'all, they taking a slippery slope. Lamar, I'm gonna start with you, man. I'm gonna put you in first. I'm gonna put you in the water. What about this? Is this positivity or is this
no?
Okay.
This is where it gets cringy to me when it comes to social justice for Black people. Mm-hmm. It's like it's almost that get an inch, take a yard type situation. It's like you can't say you don't want to be discriminated against and you want to be included, inclusive, all that. And then, like, I've always had an issue with y'all gonna hate me for this, honey. Y'all gonna disagree. I've always had an issue with the continuance of Black colleges. Don't
HBCUs.
I've always took concern with that. It's like we're still putting ourselves in a separate class when we're just like. And to me, that are we together or are we separate?
Right.
I understood the reason for them and their place at a particular time, but is it still necessary to have Black this, Black that? Because if it was white this, white that, we had issues with it. We still would take issue with it. Right. It just bothers me. It just cringe. It's cringy. I get why, but it's cringy. So the college thing that these girls going to a predominantly white school, I would assume, and creating a Black squad, it's kind of odd to me. It's like a whole lot of white kids going to Howard and saying, we're going to create a whites only squad of swimmers.
Right. So, okay. So, Black, is this reverse discrimination? Even if I think that's just babble, but is this reverse discrimination?
If that's it could be, but for me, it's more indicative of this newer generation's sense of entitlement. You know, where they want to blow the doors wide open for any and everything. Now, I personally see a need for HBCUs for this reason. I get what you're saying, Brother Lamar, but the problem is that all things being equal, there would be no need for an HBCU. But the reality is, like everything else, you know, colleges reflect America. You know, and the ugliness is that I say this to people all the time. because all of us four faces on here, we have a tendency to think that we're everywhere. The reality is African Americans only make up 13% of the population. So even when you factor in all of the colleges, there is a need for a place where our specific culture can be respected enough. I don't have a problem with that, because that makes sense in terms of representation. And what they've done at other colleges is they've opened the door to where you can't exclude us.
Right.
But this right here for me is now taking it a step further, saying that because why now?
Yeah.
Why now? And so now you want to, it is a little bit of reverse racism in a sense, because we already have a place for that. That look, if you want to get you and your sisters together to form your squad, you actually have a place where you can go and embrace your culture wholeheartedly, because why here now? So that's the problem I have with this.
I love it. See, and here it is, Kenny, for you. You finna say something? Go ahead, Lamar.
I was just agreeing with, I like what Black said.
Yeah. So here it is, Kenny, for you. Why is the need to, if you want all y'all to be together, well, then just go to a HBCU. But you know what the problem is? They don't have the same money as USC.
Right.
You don't have the same exposure as USC. Right. So it's almost like, see, this is going to be the problem with you, because we didn't ask y'all to come over and do that. We gave y'all space, right? But now you want to come over here and then you want to segregate yourself by yourself. Kenny, make it make sense. The math ain't mathing.
the only problem I have with it, and I think the young sister's intentions are pure, know, by no means that I'm trying to me personally, I'm definitely pro HBCUs. I think one of the worst thing that ever happened to the Black community was integration anyway, because we've never had equal. I mean, the PWIs, private white institutions, they always have their own clubs. And it's just they never have to ask to be included. We've always had to be included. And then when we get our own separate stuff, i.e. the Tulsa, Black Wall Street, when we build our own, the PWIs, guess what? They don't like it because we don't need them. So, but in this case, my problem is I think the HBCUs, the traditionally Black colleges where these young sisters have performed in that, it has a lot of history that goes back. What this young lady has done is kind of like taking the spot. I mean, you would never hear about those majorettes at the Prairie Views the Jackson States and the Spelmans and the Howards, because they've been around years, but now this young lady starts one of the PWI, now all attention's on her. And I think that's kind of a slap in the face. No fault of the young ladies, but that's a slap in the face of how this country looks at the HBCUs, because they still an important part of college education for people that look like us, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, and again, it's a lot of chocolate on this camera today. So, I get it. It looked good. So, Brittany, did she specifically say it was for Black girls only? Well, again, what's implied, I'm saying it's that's what she is shooting for, right? On her tweet, she was talking about my girls and this, that, and the third. And again, and to Black's point, she didn't grow up. So our kids and our grandchildren, they don't understand what racism really looked like, because they all hanging out now. But it was bad, so that's why it may not make. She's kind of a little out of touch with this whole moment, but that's what it is. We'll see what this take her. Listen, if she don't know those people, just remember, Governor Abbott and Governor DeSantis was shipping folks on a bus some places. Y'all may find yourself going on a field trip and y'all be at TSU.
Can I add that this opens the door, though, for gays only team? It opens the doors for a whole lot of other mess.
Absolutely.
Man, if there's ever an only gay university, I'm done.
And they'll get it first. They get it first. They'll get it first anyway.
I'm done. What would it be? A GB? Okay, I don't want to start. No.
GBI. No. Gays. I don't know.
GU or GI. Whatever. I'm gonna stop messing around for somebody get mad at me. All right, man. What we got next? Now we got a couple of follow-ups now. And here this segment we've talked about a story before, but there's some news that came out and we just got to follow up on it. So I got a couple things I want to bring up for y'all. Number one, and I'm tired of talking about him, but he just keep doing dumb stuff. Dwayne Wade and Zaya. So here's the ignorantness about Wade. I mean, you almost forget he played basketball. Just how
right.
You really do. It's kind of getting to that point. You're right.
It's like, man, what did you do again? Like, oh yeah, that's right. You played basketball. So he is restricting comments from Zaya's Instagram page to protect Zaya. I'm not even going there. From trolls leaving negative remarks. I mean, if hypocrisy was a person. What's up, Bama? Good to see you.
What's up, Bama girl? What's up?
Hey,
what's up, Bama girl?
We got your boy on today. And
yeah,
we did wish him happy birthday. She was
Bama girl won some money last night too. I
think what up, Bama girl? We need you need to give me. We need an ice cream cone or something, Bama girl. Look us up.
Okay, Kenny. I mean, what? Okay, you created the monster. You put the monster out there, and now you want to stop the people from talking about the monster that you brought out. What are we doing, D Wade?
Can he just go away? Can we just like, can I turn into a magician and just like put him in a hat or something and send him somewhere?
Man,
I'm sick of this dude talking about he want to protect his boy and all this kind of stuff, but you plaster him on social media, you letting her
Zaya.
How are you protecting her? To me, you're not protecting her. You putting her in harm's way. This is ridiculous, man. I don't know. This new parenting is crazy. I don't get this. But now I just wish he would go away because he's definitely doing more more harm than good with this situation with his child.
Fuck.
Where's her mama? Where's her biological mama?
Right. She tried.
Paid off. I'm sure. All right. Paid to shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, he has primary custody, so she don't have.
Yeah, I knew that, but I would think the biological mother would have some say in this, wouldn't she?
She probably does, but herein lies the problem for me, because the young man, and I mean this with all respect. So I know there's someone, you call him by what I'm not even talking about this when I joke all the time, but I can only say how I feel. Yeah. Biologically, this is a young man.
Yeah.
Right. So now what you want to call yourself, that God bless you, I don't mind. But the young man, it speaks to so much confusion, because even as they do this, and if you saw the picture, Dwayne Wade, who happens to be one of my favorite basketball players of all time, standing there in a blouse himself. And I only bring that up to say that the level of confusion that you're putting this young man through is incredible to me. And it's very sad because you went out of your way to put him in the limelight.
That's right.
And you even went so far as to say that he's teaching us, that we're learning from him. We're following his lead. So I love your word there, Brother Brenton, because you talk about the level of hypocrisy. So this is where my stand was from the very beginning. It's called parenting. Because you can't have it both ways. Now, when it's comfortable and the comments are great, you want to be led by this 13-year-old, and he's teaching us all these glorious lessons, and we're learning. But now when the heat is turned up, now you want to be a parent. Well, parenting, all of us on this panel are parents. Parenting is not a part-time job. It is not something you get to step in and step out of, And so my thing is, you have to be a parent full-time all the time. And not when it's convenient and when it fits into the mold of the new paradigm of popularity. And that's my issue. People think I have an issue with what he want to call himself. I don't give a damn about that. My issue from the beginning was with the parents, because this is a child and he don't know any better.
So Lamar, I'm gonna give you this one. If Dwayne Wade was Johnny Come Lately, and you think that what the comments was doing was damage, no, the damage was done when you made this public, dummy.
That's it, and that's the thing. He made it, but we wouldn't have known nothing about Zaria or whatever name,
and wouldn't even cared.
And wouldn't have known who this child was. I wouldn't have known if you had a gal or a boy. I wouldn't have known until y'all decided to gallivant her all over the internet for attention and try to make it a statement and try to make her the face of trans kids for some odd reason, where I don't believe kids get to make life decisions like that. And if Zaya gets to be 35, 40 years old and decide this ain't what she want,
hello,
pissed off at you for driving us, pushing us through it. Because even Caitlyn Jenner right now, he don't want to get his dang lane cut off. Why not? Commit. You want to commit? Commit.
Come on, Johnny.
Go all the way, huh?
Go all the way.
Yeah.
Commit to it. Yeah.
If you gonna fit, you must listen. Commit.
Yeah.
If it's gonna fit, you must commit. What's going on, Natural Diva? Good to see you.
What's up, Natural Diva?
I'm telling you, listen, y'all. Yeah, you can let him be there. Let him stay big because more people come in when they see his face on there. So,
you got that right. And you tell the truth too, Rich.
You know, So, at the end of the day, Dwayne, you're gonna regret this, and I'm gonna tell you why. You're gonna regret this because you tried to live vicariously through. You should have just went to RuPaul's show and just became D-Wade the drag Wade.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He was doing it anyway. The way he was dressing after games and stuff. Who would have thought he would supersede Dennis Rodman?
That's it. You know you're halfway a sucker in my book because you done put your boy on this, and then you got him dealing with something that he don't even have the maturity to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what? I respect Magic Johnson because he did not flaunt his son around there.
I agree. I totally agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But we couldn't miss him.
Yeah.
Right. Big old 6'8". Yeah. 6'8", big old boy. I mean, come on, y'all. But again, he was grown and he walked out on his own.
There you go.
That's what you didn't do.
Yep.
That's what you didn't do. So shame on you. All right, we got one more follow-up then. Black, what's the update on that dummy you supposed to have in there?
My artificial chick.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we
Holidays is coming, and I need her now more than ever.
Here we go.
Well, listen, man. Tesla, they revealed their humanoid. Where now, I mean, these people, you know, they're getting ready to replace workers, right? And so they're identifying them doing work. Y'all better stop messing around and go get these jobs because these robots, listen, y'all can't play with money long before they figure out how to get rid of y'all, and then it's too late. I do understand that the workers do have the power right now, but not for long, because when they figure it out, your voice gonna be back. Oh, you gonna say, "Can I get a job?" And they gonna say no, because you won't want 2 weeks vacation, and this robot gonna be here all day.
Right, and don't get tired. I went to Walmart. Right. I went to Walmart before this show. One of those little neighborhood markets.
Yeah.
Walmart. They had about 20 aisles. Every single one of them was self-checkout. And there's a whole new self-checkout that is white.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they go into now. You right.
We had one lane. It was customer service. One. It wasn't even no more registers.
Yes, sir.
That's 20 jobs. That's 40 jobs lost right there. That's
gone. Right. Gone. Yep.
Y'all keep playing. So listen, it's getting more and more real. It's another company, Xioma. I can't pronounce the name, but listen, y'all, they're moving forward really quickly about these robots, and so y'all be careful. So we keep y'all posted. But Tesla, they've unveiled it. They ready to move forward. Now there was a much to do about nothing, but at the same time. This time, listen, when my son is 50, ain't no telling who's gonna be taking care of me on the nursing home. So.
Brandon, no, they used to tell us to go get a trade, get you a trade.
Yeah.
Get you a trade. Better go find you something you can do today. Go get you.
Right. That's you got that right. Yeah.
What Bama say? And now you have to find a buggy from. You can't get no shopping cart. Yeah,
folks, it's happening for real, and this is in the next 20 years.
Yes. Yes, that's real, and he's not lying. So we'll keep y'all posted. We'll let y'all know. Y'all want to let us know when they done fired y'all. Y'all ain't got no job no more because J5 done took over. J5.
J5.
Black man. Okay.
I remember that movie.
Oh man. All right, man. There it is. He done took a swig, so he ready to give us the jig. What you got, brother?
What's up with it, brother? Oh, it's all, brother. I can't mess with Devin today because she's off tonight, but the Cowboys. Cowboys went to 3-1. If y'all didn't know, they beat those Commanders 25-10 yesterday. Right now, we got the 49ers and the Rams playing. 49ers are up 14-6 right before halftime. So the NFL is getting real interesting. But we're going to talk about a former bum from the NFL, Brett Favre. He's a bum. I'm a Packer fan, if y'all didn't know, but he's a bum. And I'm talking about him as a human being. But we got something. He done lawyered up. If y'all didn't know, the follow-up, he done lawyered up. And guess who his lawyer is? His lawyer is a former Trump advisor, Eric Hirschman. Will represent Brett Favre, because it looks like an indictment is about to come down the line with this welfare fraud case coming out of Mississippi with him and others implicated. But then another former athlete. Matter of fact, you guys may not have heard of this one, Marcus Dupree. He was a highly touted running back out of the state of Mississippi.
He had a 30 for 30. I remember that.
Yeah, he was recruited by Barry Switzer at Oklahoma. He was probably a mixture of I would say, of Earl Campbell and when his running style, when you really think about him, he reminded you a lot of Earl Campbell, just a little bit faster. But this guy was the real deal in the 80s. Well, he's been implicated now. According to the lawsuit, it alleges that Dupree was illegally paid hundreds of thousands of dollars through his foundation, through the welfare system in Mississippi. And according to the lawsuit, between August of 2017 and September 2019, Dupree was paid $371,000 from the TANF funds in exchange for his work as a celebrity endorser and motivational speaker. Now, Dupree would come out and say, hey, look, I was paid, but I did render those services. I signed a contract and I did perform what they asked me to do. He said, I did not know where those welfare funds came from, and do not lump me in that category with Brett Favre. So he said he has a signed contract and all that, and the state who's investigating said, well, you need to show us the receipts. Here's my question to my brothers. When it comes to the media and covering this Brett Favre case, and now that Marcus Dupree, he's black, by the way, is it going to be covered a little differently between the two in your mind? Do you think that Dupree is going to probably catch more heat behind this than Brett Favre? I'm gonna start with you, Lamb. What you think about this whole
know, because I don't know him. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big story because most people don't know him. I don't think. I wouldn't think unless they just sports.
Yeah. If you're a sports guy, you know Marcus Dupree.
I ain't never heard of him.
Okay.
So I would have to say no because of that. I would think Brett Favre's going to get more coverage in this regard because of who he is, and he's not. It's seemingly that he's not as likable as a lot of people thought he was. A lot of people don't like him, it seems. So they want to see
who's that? Favre? Yeah, you exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. I hope the bum do go to jail, but that's my thoughts. Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm good. Hey, this is totally not football. It's totally strictly what he's done. What you think, Black? What's your thoughts on this whole situation?
I love that you're letting us know how you really feel.
Right.
Here's the thing, and what I'm about to say is not going to be popular, but it's real.
Oh.
I like what Brett Favre has done. Not in the sense that I'm excusing him from it. You led the story by saying that he's lawyered up, and it's not coincidental that he lawyered up with representation who represented Trump. We hadn't talked about Trump yet right now, but look at what Trump has been able to do. He's the equivalent of Teflon Don. You know, and so where you might despise that man, he might be amoral, despicable, or whatever. But here's where you got to give credit where credit is due. His representation is on point. If we're going to put Johnny Cochran up here and some of these high-profile black lawyers up here that you go free, you got to give credit where credit is due. They are able to muddy the waters, misconstrue the facts, and do what needs to be done. So to answer your question, absolutely, I expect this black man to get different treatment. You know, he just did them a favor in some ways, really. Let's not forget, we're talking about M.I. crooked letter. This is Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
And so whether you like Brett Favre, he not lawyering up because he wants to be liked. He lawyering up because he want to go home.
Yeah.
And it comes to the South and these red states that still support Donald Trump and that ideology, he'll get a little backlash. But by aligning himself with Trump in that sense and representation, and now you have a bona fide scapegoat in the state of Mississippi, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. And by the way, if those people don't know, Brett Favre is a native son of Mississippi. But before Brett Favre, Marcus Dupree is really the native son of Mississippi. If you don't know who he is, look at Google him, you'll find out. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this between the good old white guy from Mississippi and the good old black son from Mississippi.
And that money talk too. Brett Favre
money talks, BS walks. Brenton, what's your thoughts on this?
So I'm a sidebar before I go here. So I'm gonna tell Black, I'm gonna tell you what Trump lawyers out here doing right now. 3 hours ago, one of Trump lawyers refused to declare all records sought by National Archives have been returned because he wasn't certain if it was true or not. Trump put these boys in jail now, man. Got these boys scared to even say something, man. Because the last one said, yeah, he sent him, and now she didn't get indicted. So Trump throw his lawyers in jail. That's just,
the mafia is alive and well, and Trump is the leader of the mafia.
And before you move on, he haven't turned any other president is required to turn in all electronic. It's been over 2 years. We still don't know this man's tax records and whatnot.
Right.
Finally got her hands on it, so he in trouble.
He calling they bluff, and they're not prepared for this type of indictment.
Man, I know we just took a left, but it's a good left because watch this. It's not even really Trump. It's the system that Trump understands.
He knows.
He knows how to work the system.
That's it.
Right.
Because you can plug Trump, anybody, Gates,
Absolutely.
Clinton.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. You plug anybody with the same melanin, and the system is going to recognize them like an algorithm.
Yep.
Oh, white man. Oh no. We don't see anything. Yeah, right. So it's
this much power.
Yeah, it's the system. Yep. So in light of what we're talking about here today, if it wasn't Dupree, even better than that, they were talking about Ime. You know what I'm saying? Because Ime got more coverage on all the.
Yeah, exactly. More than this Brett Favre. Yeah.
Again, it's the algorithm. You plug it in. It could be Brett, it could be Tom, it could be Aaron. But if it's Dak Prescott, they want to get rid of him because his thumb broke. So it's just I told my kids today, y'all, this is the world we live in. You just got to accept these things and just roll with the punches. So to your point, Dupree, I'm gonna tell you like I tell my kids, you don't look the same, so you can't do the same.
There you go.
The outcome won't be the same.
There you go.
And they don't care whether you say it's fair or not. What my boy say, fair is for the pigs.
Right.
Yeah. Before Trump, nobody would have gotten away with all this. Yeah. You said
they weren't bold enough to call bluff.
Yeah.
Think about if they put him in jail, he ain't going to jail. At first I thought it was a chance. I don't think there's a chance now because he has so much support. They are afraid to put this dude in jail. This is something that's unprecedented. They're not going to do it. It would be such a rebellion. They don't want to deal with that. They can barely deal with January 6th, whatever it was.
Yep.
That's arrest, bro. That's all they're going to get if he gets something. So, that's the biggest slap on the hand you're going to ever see. So, it is what it is. All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. What we got next, man? Does anybody know who Mackenzie Scott is?
Yeah, I had to Google it. I didn't know who it was. I do know now. I know now.
Yeah. Nobody know who she is. They know her husband, her ex-husband, but she ain't even got a baby by him. But she got a lot of money from him. So, I bet you sisters gonna learn something today. Y'all better stop getting these babies from these men and get their money. But now she got married again, and it's funny that Lee always talk about how organic we are. We got Lamar here today, and this is kind of one of his conversations he always having. She married a school teacher, Daniel Jewett. Now, a billionaire married a school teacher. I knew that wasn't gonna last. I knew that wasn't gonna last.
I was kind of shocked when I read that too. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. So what do we think? What do we think the number one reason they probably got a divorce? It wasn't because of the money. Or maybe it was because of the money.
I think it's because of money and what you say, classism. He's a whole different class of. He don't fit in. He didn't fit in her circles. He didn't bring any type of protection or covering or anything to make her feel like a woman, other than probably putting it down better than Bezos in the bedroom. That's about all. That's about all she got. Once she dried off, cleaned up, and washed the sheets, wasn't nothing left. It went back to a $40,000 a year school teacher, 50,000, maybe 60.
Oh man. She said, what you doing? I'm upgrading papers. Why? You ain't quit yet? Black. I mean, what do we take from this? I mean, was it just a nice little side piece that she just wanted to feel better? Or why y'all get married?
Absolutely. When I hear this, and again, I wasn't even aware of it, but this is more evidence to me that the worm has turned, the tide has turned. I've been saying for the last few years, fellas, we're not in control of this thing anymore. You know what this demonstrated, a woman has the same capacity to do that what men have done for hundreds of years. And this is just another evidence of it. We saw the entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith. You know what I'm saying? We see the cougar syndrome going on. This is a billionaire woman who wanted to have a little fun, have a play toy, and made sure that she was in a situation where she was absolutely positively in control. And it's the same thing men have been doing for forever. I'm not mad with her or whatever. You know, shame on the man in the sense, thinking, like you said, that this was real, that she wants you for love or something like that. My thing is, this is just evidence that women are just as doggish as we are, you know, but they call it something different when it's done because they want to feminize it. But bravo, young lady or whatever, you know, God bless you. Shit, if you're looking for a fat black man, I'm right here.
Woo! And he's a teacher. He's a teacher too. So, Kitty, I mean, there was an always running argument that does men have to make more money than women in order for the relationship to work? Now, I don't know if it's the same for the Caucasians. I don't think that matters, but did we run into that, or it's just what it is?
Yeah, I think you ran into it. I think this is and Brent and Black and Lamar pretty much hit it on the head. I think she wanted to be in the driver's seat for a change, because let's be honest, when she was with Jeff Bezos, she wasn't in the driver's seat. She couldn't make no moves and make no calls. I think she divorced him. She's like, you know what? I'm the boss chick. I'm getting ready to be a boss. I'm gonna go find. Particularly, she looked for some man that probably didn't make a whole lot of money because she wanted to be able to call the shots. I think what happened with this cat, he tried to come back and try to put on the pants, and she said, you don't fit my pants, son. Right. Give me my pants back. Nah, that's a wrap. No, I call the shot. So I think that's what this was. So she just wanted her little play toy. That's all. She just wanted to be the boss chick.
And he probably has some insecurities too.
Yeah, probably so. I bet he did too.
Yeah.
You know, here I say it like this, fellas. I mean, she was smart enough to make sure they wasn't married long enough that he can get half.
Yeah. From what I was reading, I don't think they were. I think they was. I'm sure she's smart enough to have a prenup. I'm sure there was.
Of course, absolutely. A divorce for her is just a breakup.
Right. I love Brittany's point because I believe that with 100% of my being.
What is that? What happened to Rihanna?
Had the baby by the little
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, she didn't want him. She wanted a baby, you know, because that's pop. She's a billionaire, you know. And again, he was a sperm donor, you know, and he provided that. But this is why I must reach out to my men, whether they do a prenup or not.
Is that Papa Haynes right there? The Papa Haynes.
That is.
Yeah. Female. There you go. So to my fellow men out there, white, black, and otherwise, you got to steal from these hoes. You should be stealing from these hoes. It's not gonna last. You should be stealing from these hoes from the moment that you lay down with them.
I
mean, that's what the moms teach the daughters, right? To have a secret account, right?
Yeah, boy.
Wake up, fellas. Wake up.
Sorry, ladies. It's the brothers today. Y'all getting it from the locker room today, ladies. Sorry.
Please.
Yeah.
Money stacked up.
Yeah, listen, she wouldn't even miss that money you took in that account.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, you just better be getting good with the bank teller.
Jewelry, everything.
Yeah.
Brittany's moving us right along. Don't worry. Yeah, we talk about y'all.
Hey, still an ovary, still an egg, so you can freeze them, so you can be your baby daddy.
Okay, can he?
You put on child support.
Put on child support.
Okay. All right, listen, y'all. Let's talk a little politics now. You know, this was originally a political show, but apparently Donald Trump is calling for Mitch McConnell's head, and so he's like trying to sick the Republicans on the rhinos. And so there was a statement made by another Republican, Susan Collins. She is afraid that she's been getting so many death threats that she would not be surprised if here in the near future that a Congress person will be murdered.
Oh.
Over the territory.
Y'all think that can happen?
Yes, I think that if Trump don't get what he wants, it's gonna happen.
I agree. The only and I'm gonna pass this around. The only reason I can see it happening is because it happened before.
Yeah.
See, when our country was getting set up, these boys wasn't as untouchable as they were back in the early 1900s, mm-hmm. Right? Because they were shooting each other in the meeting rooms. If y'all tell the truth about it, right? Because they begin to have these debates and these arguments, and then all of a sudden somebody done walked out the congressional building, they done got shot.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all ain't seen Hamilton then, apparently. so you know, I think she has something, but again, I'll say it like this. That's why y'all better stop messing around. Y'all playing with people's lives. You know what I'm saying? That nobody believes that y'all are serving the people anymore.
Correct.
So, you know what I'm saying? So whether you like it or not, if they're killing you, if they have this desire to do that to you guys, well, just know it's coming for a reason. So
here's why I respect Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it out in public. Forget liking him. You know, that's irrelevant. He's a billionaire, and I'm a crumb on the bottom. We never gonna sit and eat dinner together. Here's why I respect him, though. Straight out of his playbook, I said this on this show before. It wouldn't do for me to be a billionaire. I would be just like Donald Trump. I would crush my enemies. I would be vindictive. I would be petty. I would be all of those things. Make no mistake about it. It's a brilliant strategy.
You said
that it's a move of desperation. Mm-hmm. This mistake you made was that once you let this guy inside the club, just like we just finished talking about the NFL, you know, billionaire boys club that's exclusive, and you let this man inside the club, and now he knows what buttons to press and what the bodies are buried and the skeletons and who shot JFK and all. It's no coincidence that you asking for the records back. You're not demanding. He know enough secrets now that this is code that you F with me, I'll take you all down. Yep. Now right. to your point, Brenton, yes, he's so destructive with it that whether it's the collateral damage is real. You know, and he's such a petty, petulant person that he doesn't care. But that's called being a billionaire too.
Yes, sir.
You know, there was a famous line in a Marvel movie was, "Does the ant care about the boot?" No, I would be the same way. I'm being honest with you that neighbor upstairs, she better be glad I ain't a billionaire. Gone and wouldn't lose an ounce of sleep.
Right. Can I jump in here real quick?
Please do, because Lee going somewhere.
Trump, I agree with Black. Listen, you get privileges when you become a billionaire. Think about a billionaire. You got Kanye West. He acts a plum food. Don't care. He put on a White Lives Matter shirt the other day. Right? Today or yesterday. You don't care. You can pretty much do whatever you want because you don't care. You got all this money. You're never going to lose all this money. And right. Trump has become, you know, he was idolized by rappers for being Trump, this money, right? But who else is idolized by rappers? Gotti, all these mafia folks. Now he's become that. So he's still really idolized by rap. He's becoming what people idolize. I respect him for what he's doing. I'm not mad at him. I don't want to be the president, but
right.
You get his mentality.
I get it. I do.
And I heard him talk about how Biden is handling Russia and all this different stuff. I am with Trump 100% on how he would have dealt with people across seas compared to how Biden is doing it.
Lamar, you got the hairs on my arm standing up because I agree.
Black. He told Sean Hannity that he told one of these foreign presidents that I need you to do ABCD, and the guy was like, "Why should I do that?" He said, and he sent him a picture of his house. He said, "I know where you are." Basically, told him he know where he is. He sent a picture of the satellite looking at where he was hiding.
Yikes. Wow,
that's the stuff I like. I love it.
I know we've taken a hard left, and I'm gonna say something. I think the one thing that I would say this, I think if Trump would have still been president now, that Ukraine invasion wouldn't have happened because
it never would have happened.
Trump and Putin are like they best buds, so that definitely would have happened. So
even if it did, he damn sure wasn't gonna give them billions of dollars.
He wasn't gonna do that.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Trump has to prove that he got a bigger stick than Putin, so he would have put us all in danger and nuked them or try to do something just to prove that he got a bigger stick.
Something crazy,
man. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and we can move on. I talked about Putin a few weeks ago, and Putin and Trump got kind of the same mashed potato brains. They just old and they tired, and they just want to get out of here. I see. So, and at the end of the day, Putin has nothing to live for. Like he's done everything he want to do. Trump does too, but the only thing stopping Trump is them kids. Because they said, when y'all get out of here, Trump Daddy, we gotta live. So, y'all better watch it. Yeah, exactly. What you got, Kenny?
The only thing I want to say, going back to the a congressman getting murdered. I mean, that almost happened a couple of years ago with Scalise.
Right, Bama.
Y'all remember that softball and Scalise got shot? Yeah. So I mean, do I think it'll happen? Yeah, I think hell, anything that can happen in this country. Hell, we just had the insurrection 2 years ago. Yep. Did anybody ever think some crap like that would happen? Nope. So I'm with Collins. Yeah, I can see that happen. But I think these cats are so sloppy these days. They I mean, with text and just that type of stuff. They'll get found out. But yeah, it can definitely happen.
Well, remember Gabby Gifford? Remember she got shot in the head?
Yeah, shot in the head.
Right. Yeah, she got shot in the head too. Yeah.
It's just getting more and more prevalent here now. So, all right, man, let's keep it going. Listen, y'all, Mike Epps and his wife, man, they coming out with an HGTV show, and it's supposed to be to assist with reversing gentrification. So, the name of their HG show is Buying Back the Block. Mike don't strike me as a man that make money moves, but I guess it's an interesting way to try to just exploit some truth about regentrification. I don't know. Y'all watching?
I definitely I'm gonna watch it. I think I think as black folks we so skeptical of each other. That's a bad thing. And I wish we would stop. No, but we ain't always skeptical of that white man is always.
I don't want to say what I want to say now. I can't say what I want to say now.
I'm just gonna keep it funky. But I think this is dope. I mean, again, I want to see what the show. I want to check out the show. But if you're talking about buying the block back, that's what we want, right? Yeah. We always fussing about we ain't taking care of our communities. If a brother's if he's willing to come buy that block back and put it back into the community, I support it. But I just have to wait and see. I'm like you guys.
I'm definitely gonna support it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. However, I think it's quite interesting that that's the show. I feel like it's a move to get the wife involved in the spotlight.
And his wife is nice looking too. She's fine. That's the thing.
You had these situations where you have the famous husband or wife, and then you have the one in the background. They get sick of being in the background, and then if you do something, you get in trouble. Then you got to do something to make up for it. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Oh, okay.
You sound like you got your real estate insider hat on. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, Lamar be knowing the 411.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Yeah.
Okay. Black, you watching?
Probably not. I'm a reserve. I'm just being a reserved judgment to see what it's about.
Yeah.
I just on a serious note, I like the intention. I think the premise is flawed though.
Okay.
You know, and so again, I've been offering up this for a long time. Here's why I admire women. The same way I just told you I admire Trump. Here's why I admire women. Women stick together. And in black men in particular, African American brothers, especially of power, they don't pool their resources, talent, skills, equity together enough to make things really happen. So I am skeptical in the sense that, are you doing this by yourself? What I truly would be interested in is, I liked when Tyler Perry teamed up with T.D. Jakes and they bought all this land right here in Georgia because they're building a city.
Yeah,
they're building an actual freaking city, folks. So my thing is, partner up with P. Diddy, partner up with Jay-Z, partner up with people and make some real change that's effective. So I'm a reserved judgment, but if you just talking about buying up a few properties on a block so that you can
do a TV show, yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is anyway. I mean, that's truly all it is. He's gonna buy a few houses. The TV show, the network is gonna pick the houses. That's just it. This is a money move for them and trying to get a different set of viewers to that particular network. But I'm not interested in hearing him talk about. He does need to get a Jay-Z or somebody that can talk business for real, rather than just joke and make people laugh. If he's serious about it and can really talk and educate and entertain at the same time, great. Otherwise, other than that, it's gonna be a failure to me. But I'm gonna watch it.
Well, maybe it's something we ain't never seen Mike Epps do, but we're gonna sure be watching.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep y'all posted. We'll do a follow-up if something come out when the show gets started. All right, man, what we got next? Listen, ladies, y'all know it's getting real close to Christmas. And so I wanted to make sure I let you all know. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no beta mans on this show right here. And this what I'm about to show y'all. Probably if you try to buy that for us, it wouldn't work for us. But I'm gonna show y'all. If you show this picture to your man and he gets excited about Christmas, you got you a sucker. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what a mama's boy would love to have for Christmas. That is a bed that has TV, computer, snacks, iPad, movies, drinks. He never have to get out the bed, y'all. If your man would love to have something like that, I just want you to know, ladies, y'all got y'all a mama's boy, because he'll never have to get out the bed. So if your man get excited about having that on his Christmas wish list, just know you got yourself a sucker, y'all. Am I lying? Anybody want?
I agree. Can you put the picture back up real quick? Can you put the picture back on me and try to do? I want to see it one more time. Ain't no room to smash you to pieces either, so you ain't even thought about it.
No,
ain't no room. All right, you take it down. I agree. He gonna spend all his time all day long in that playing. He can take it down now. He gonna spend all his time playing Madden in that bed.
That's it.
That's a wormhole. Once you get
it's a hospital bed,
but when it becomes your life, it's something about it.
Yeah. If your man spending more time in that bed than he is outside in them streets, then good luck. You gonna need it. I just know ain't none of us want nothing like that. So just so y'all know,
yeah, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, what Brittany said, you just have to be.
And and think about it though, Brittany. You knock his game over, and we'll see what happens.
And he didn't save it. That's right. You done disconnected his internet from his live. Get up.
Right. And I'm not speaking against gamers, because I think it's awesome. I love that men are able to be grown men able to play video games, and it's a relaxing thing. But when some people are just obsessed with it to the point to where their wives get zero attention out of them.
Exactly.
And they don't go out and make no money.
What'd you say? Bama say my husband ain't going to sit. That's it. That's it. Nope. And you got you a good one if he can't sit still. So I'm just saying we'll have our Christmas list for y'all closer to Christmas, so y'all can know if y'all don't have a good idea. We'll tell y'all what y'all can get y'all, man. We can know a couple things. Yeah. All right. What we got, ma'am? She done moved them up. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the favorite part of the show. Mr. Black, let them know something. What she took it away. I don't know what you been talking about. What are you talking about?
She had the wrong title up there.
I'm gonna go back to that
my
private
topic
chat right
today
quick.
is called mansions built on sand. And
mansions built on sand.
Mansions built on sand. And I've shared this with the viewers before. I promise you, I do not look at the topics ahead of time. This show is the most organic thing in the world. I had no idea that our sister was gonna not be here today, and I'm sitting here with three of my brothers, you know, and I don't use that term lightly. You know, I consider these true brothers. You know, God blesses you by putting real people in places that you need them to be. This story was inspired by the Dwayne Wade situation, but this is not talking about Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
While I respect what his intent is, because at the end of the day, he's trying to be a father and trying to figure this thing out. And it just so happened I'm sitting here with three of my brothers, and we all parents here. And at the end of the day, we all want what's best for our children. Yep. And it's funny, Brother Brenton, that last story you showed, I didn't comment on it for a reason. I didn't know that was coming. Okay. But when you think about that setup and how that would be a great thing for our sons, you know, if you have a son who play video game, and then of course, you know, we got older people play it as well. But, you know, sometimes we can create monsters. Why did I call this mansions built on sand? Dwayne Wade, filthy rich, don't want for anything. And in essence, he's just trying to provide a better life for his son, trying to protect his son. Sometimes, though, and this is specifically for my fathers out there, we can do more detriment than good in an effort to protect them. The impulse to protect our kids from unpleasant facts is not always the direction you want to go in. In a famous story of Plato, where he brung people out who have been living in a cave for a long time. When they first saw the sunlight, they were blinded by the sunlight. They ran back in the cave because they thought the sun was evil. Well, after some coaxing, he brought them out, and they got used to the sunlight and realized it was to their benefit. See, the assumption that we see happening in our schools and through our educators right now is that we can build up, particularly our African-American sons, with this false sense of self-esteem by letting them to believe that they all winners. And I don't want my child to know anything about failure and let them to feel bad. But what you're doing is irreparable damage to their self-image, because guess what? Don't nobody love your children like you love your children. And the reality is we should be pouring into them more lessons of reality that not everybody's special. Not everybody's going to love you. And the world is truly an ugly place out there. And so instead of teaching our sons in particular to run away from this and to hide from it, we need to be blessing them with the skills to cope with these things. Everything is not always about you. And even though daddy gonna love you no matter what, I happen to have a son that is bisexual. Love him to death. I joke about this, but I also make him face the harsh reality that if you're not doing the right things out there, son, carrying yourself a certain way, you're going to be just another N-word out here in these streets, and they're going to treat you as such. So I don't have the answers for what happens in society. And as I said, the government is going to do what it does. At the smallest local level where we can make a difference to my African-American fathers out there, stop shielding our children. And this goes for daughters as well. Not everybody deserves a trophy. Not everybody is talented. Not everybody is entitled. And pour real lessons into our children, because that world out there is cold. And if you don't teach them that, the world going to teach it to them, and they're not going to be so nice.
Well, yes, sir. One of the good ones. One of the good ones.
Another one he knocked out.
Y'all, it has been an amazing show. Man, again, thank my brother, Lamar, the real estate guy, whoever. He has so many hats. I mean, I would call him Eddie Murphy. He's just so many different characters now. Just Eddie Murphy. Okay, anyway. I'm just messing. Y'all, so thank you, man, for being here. Kenny Black, always, man, making this show be what it be. Kenny, give me your final thoughts, brother.
My final thoughts is, man, real quick, another great show, Black Men Roundtable tonight. I hope you ladies enjoy it. I'm going to say today is October the 3rd, and I want to say to Bama Girl and Brittany Adams, I know you ladies, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, just began. And it's a very important month for me because 17 years ago, I lost my mother to breast cancer on the 27th of this month at the young age of 53. Don't know if she was getting her yearly mammograms. We don't know. We'll never know. But I want to say to every lady that watches this, make sure you get them tatas checked. Right. Men, the women in your lives, your wives, your cousins, your mothers, your daughters, man, make sure you checking on them. Make sure, hey, you got your mammogram, because it affects black women. More black women die from it. Even though white women get it at a higher rate, more black women die from it because it's more of an aggressive form. So again, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, ladies, get the tatas checked. Peace be upon my mother. You're gone, but never forgotten, and I'm still fighting the fight for you, mama. So those are my final thoughts.
That's it, brother. Thank you for being transparent like that, man. That's what this show do, bro. It's just make it happen. Brother, real estate, man. Listen, I know we didn't get the numbers that you get, but we appreciate you being here tonight, Doc.
That's all good. It was fun. I love it. Good substance and good news and conversation over here. I like it. It's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I say to the ladies, talk, speak up. But also something that Brenton said maybe a couple of years ago, don't just wait until it happens. Talk before when you're getting with these knuckleheads. Get some advice from brothers, good brothers. Remember that? You remember that conversation, Brenton?
Like it was yesterday. They always get mad at us because they want us to help them when it's already
too late. It's already in it.
Talk to me before you even listen. Let me. I can tell you what Dwayne Wade is before what he was playing basketball. See, we see that up front. So listen, I ain't got a lot to you.
Absolutely. Allow us to assist before our assistance potentially puts us in jail or in the ground.
Yes,
that's a lot better for all of us all the way around because we can identify it. And that's all I want to share. I enjoyed you guys. Love being on the panel with a bunch of strong black men. I think this is awesome. I want to be on a little more often. This is awesome. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We'll scoot over, make room for you. You know
you can come on when you want to, David Gordon. You know you can come on when you want to.
Always, Russell Simmons. Black, come on, brother. Let me have it, man. Give me a final thought.
So mine is where it's not calling attention to a special month, but this is for all time and always. I do a little small and significant show called Real Talk for Real Men. And at its core, I wanted it to be a safe space where men could open up and talk about things that we normally don't do. And that's why I love this platform so much. And I'm proud to be a part of TFG because of this. So I'm employing my men. We need more of this. In the immortal line of New Jack City, I am my brother's keeper.
Yes, sir.
We need more African-American men to bring each other to the round table, so to speak, to talk about all of these things: domestic violence, cancer, raising children. We're sitting in our silos alone, and nobody got us like we got us.
Yep.
And so despite all of our differences and things like that, at its core, this is representative of what real black men is about. It's a lot of us out here that do give a damn, not only about other nonsense, but about each other. And we need to do this more often.
Peace.
Brent, real quick, he said in the words of New Jack City, he also said something else on there, some immortal words on there. And one of them said, "I'm just looking at the pimples on the booty." Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see this.
Somehow I knew that was
you need
coming.
to come on.
Somehow I knew that was coming.
Classic line. Yes, sir.
See, you still see the innocence on the face. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I've been doing it too long. He's the baby. I got a lot of years under my belt now, son. I know better now. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny. Y'all listen, a fantastic show, gentlemen, as always. Definitely miss our sister. She will be back.
Most definitely.
And so we'll make this thing happen. Listen, y'all know how I do this thing, right? Y'all know what the Guinness Book of World Record is, right? He just want to see. He want to see the video. Listen. So, if you could compete for one record in the Guinness Book of World Record, what would you want to compete for? What would you say I have a good shot of getting that record? Again, y'all know what the Guinness Book of World Record is. It's
right.
Becoming the best of something. Like, who's the tallest man, the shortest, You can do this for whatever. What would you do to compete to get your name in that book?
God, dog.
I know, man. I know.
Since Lil is on set.
No, you good. You good.
Most nasties in 24 hours.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with that one too.
Oh my goodness, you clowns gonna need some ice.
hey, make it the trifecta. I might as well go and roll with my brothers. Make it the trifecta.
Spoken like me, and look at it. I know, ladies. All the ladies said, "It's right, all y'all right there." That's all y'all think about. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
I got it. So look at you. You mean what do I think you no, ma'am. No, whatever. What's up, DJ? Good to see you, man.
What up, DJ?
Hey, you should get out here with it, man.
Yeah. DJ, he do need to come on, man. Whenever you ready.
Yep.
Look at Bama talking about shaking their head. Yeah, DJ, come on next week, man. Let's talk this thing out. Okay, so listen, I just want to introduce y'all to one of the winners. Ma'am, can you show the video?
What the crud?
What was he even doing?
Dumb as dirt.
Thank you, sir. Yes, he took some pliers and he was trying to cut a live wire.
A live freaking wire.
One more time, sister.
Are you serious?
One more time.
Ain't nobody gonna stop him. Nobody gonna.
That's what I'm saying, man. This world is jacked up, bro. Everybody's sitting there, man. It's like they just waiting on him. Y'all, I want to introduce to some presenters, others. The dumbest man in the year 2022, right there, ladies and gentlemen. He won. I should say I'm done. So, yeah. So listen, y'all. I'm just telling y'all right now. This world is so mean that we won't even look out for each other when we know they're doing something stupid. But I guess he's going for the record. So listen, I don't roll with dummies, right? I always roll with winners. So if you roll with winners, they'll keep you from putting your butt on that wire and trying to cut it off while it's hot. So listen, y'all. That's Black, that's Lamar, that's Kenny, and this is Giggles. I guess we'll see y'all on Monday, man. We'll holler back later.
Peace out.
Peace.